Nelson, alcoholic addict. That is not my real name. That's my pen name that I use here at LOL Sober. The other day, my daughter and my wife were sorting laundry, and they both started goofing on me for how dirty my socks were. My daughter was like, "Your socks are so gross all the time." And she held up a pair of socks that were actually really gross. There was a glob of Play-Doh stuck to the bottom of one, and then a piece of Scotch tape on another, and then there was like tons of cat hair stuck to both. So they were pretty gross. And then my daughter held up other pairs of my socks, and my God, they were all gross. There was ketchup and dirt and cat litter and mystery stains and mystery smells. It looked like some kind of messed up science fair experiment to see how many disgusting items you could walk through in a couple of pairs of socks. You're probably wondering, like, what does this have to do with sobriety? And, well, let me tell you. I laughed because I found that the socks are kind of a metaphor for how I cruise around this world. Even with 10 plus years of sobriety, I still find myself plopping down in the middle of stuff, getting a little messy, and then attempting to quickly scrub off the bad stuff. The truth is, even when I step directly in Play-Doh, clean it off, and keep moving, the Play-Doh leaves a residue. It takes a lot of work to get rid of a bad stain, no matter how much you try to wash it off. The way this plays out in my real life, not as a metaphor, is lately I've been knowingly entering into arguments where I was not asked for my opinion, but I offer it instead. And it doesn't matter if it's a random person talking about a sports team. I feel like I should jump in and correct the record. It doesn't matter if it's my wife talking about something she wants to do, or if it's one of my kids making a joke. I will dive right in and start firing hot takes in your direction. Buckle in. Get ready. Here they come. I'm pretty good at arguing also, and I don't say that as a good thing necessarily, because I will often rough you up and get the outcome that I wanted. Except, is that true? Is that the outcome that I wanted? Like, how often do you beat somebody down to get what you want, and that works out for you over a long period of time? People don't like that. You know, in my life, I've seen it have a pretty negative impact on the way people view you and treat you down the line. So it is like a lowercase w followed by losses, you know? Like, what good is badgering someone you love into something if they can't stand you for it down the road? You know, it's just not worth it. And then I find myself just, you know, my pride fires up in such a unproductive way. I get into these pointless squabbles with my kids sometimes, like arguing with my 7-year-old. Like the other day I said, "Hey, guess what? Looks like it might snow tomorrow." And she looked at me and she said, "No, not snowing. Not snowing tomorrow." And I said, "Well, yeah, there's a 70% chance of snow tomorrow. So yeah, it might snow." And she looked at me and she was like, "Nope, it's not going to snow." And I said, "Yes, it will. It might snow." And it went on like this for a few minutes before I, had that aha. Like I realized I'm trying to argue something that is like inarguable. Like, what is the point of, what was I hoping to accomplish other than my pride telling me I need to be right? And to bring it back to my dirty socks, the thing I still convince myself of is that being a founding member of the Alcoholic Addict Debating Society of America, it gets me almost nothing. And it leaves a stain on my spirituality. I have this delusion that I can weave in and out of tension and then just like walk away, just leave it behind me. It'll be gone. I'll forget all about it. I'll move on. I'll be super positive, have a good day. It doesn't work that way. It leaves a big old gross stain on me, just like stepping in wet cat hair and Play-Doh leaves stains on my socks. The truth is, I need the same strategy with my spiritual sobriety as I do with my socks. I need to watch what I'm stepping in, try to walk around it when possible, and if I do step in something, Give it a deep scrub as soon as humanly possible right afterwards so it does not leave a stain. Hey, thank you so much for letting me share.